U.S. Drought Monitor, October 23, 2025. For all 50 U.S. states and Puerto Rico, the U.S. Drought Monitor showed 38.62% of the area in moderate drought or worse, compared with 38.22% last week. About 149.3 million people live in areas now in drought, compared with 138.7 million the week before. A trend of varied precipitation across the lower 48 continued this week. Over the past 30 days, heavy precipitation of 4 to 8 or more inches fell on parts of New England, the interior Northeast, the Ohio Valley, eastern South Carolina, eastern Florida, and parts of the Tennessee and Mississippi valleys. Farther west, areas that have seen precipitation over the last months include isolated sites in the Central Plains, the Rockies, and central Arizona, plus other scattered locations across the Southwest, Great Basin, California, and the Pacific Northwest. In stark contrast, an inch or less of precipitation has been noted in the desert Southwest and lower elevations across the interior West, most of the central and southern plains, the northern Great Plains, northwestern Great Lakes, parts of Florida, and interior sections of the southeast and mid-Atlantic regions. Given the regional variability, there were a lot of changes in the Drought Monitor this week, with improvements in large parts of the West, much of the Ohio and Middle Mississippi valleys, and scattered locations across northern Mississippi, the eastern Great Lakes, and the Northeast. Meanwhile, conditions deteriorated across much of the southern and south-central plains, the South Atlantic region from Georgia through eastern Virginia, and southern parts of the lower Mississippi Valley. Drought also worsened in scattered areas across the rest of the Southeast, as well as the Mid-Atlantic, Northeast, Upper Mississippi Valley, and the Northern Plains. The U.S. Drought Monitor is produced each Thursday through a partnership between the National Drought Mitigation Center at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Visit droughtmonitor.unl.edu for more. NDMC helps people everywhere reduce vulnerability to drought. Learn more about our work at drought.unl.edu.